Did you ever feel as though your mind is constantly waging a war against reality? From the moment you wake up to the moment you close your eyes at night, your brain is bombarded with worries, unpaid bills, difficult relationships, career uncertainties, and the nagging feeling that you are falling behind in life. You replay old arguments in your head, stress over decisions you haven't made yet, and desperately try to control things that are completely outside your hands. In our modern, fast-paced world, mental peace has become a rare luxury. We spend our lives chasing external conditions that we hope will finally make us happy. A higher income, a bigger house, perfect social approval, or a life free of unexpected troubles. But no matter how hard you run, the peace you seek always seems to stay just out of reach. The moment you resolve one crisis, 3 new problems arise to take its place. You end up exhausted, anxious, and mentally burnt out. Why is it so difficult to find lasting tranquility? Why does modern life feel like an endless cycle of mental exhaustion and emotional chaos? 2,000 years ago, the most powerful man in the Western world wrestled with these exact same questions. His name was Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of the Roman Empire. He did not rule from a peaceful palace of luxury. He governed during one of the most turbulent eras in ancient history, facing devastating plagues, brutal foreign wars on the freezing northern frontier, betrayal by close trusted allies, and the deaths of 8 of his children. Yet, amidst the chaos of empire, war, and personal grief, Marcus Aurelius maintained a calm, unshakable inner peace. Every night, in his military tent by the frozen Danube River, he opened his private journal, a personal diary that was never meant for public eyes, known today as the Meditations. In these private pages, he recorded timeless rules for mastering his own mind, letting go of useless anxiety, and preserving his inner sanctuary. In this video, we will explore 4 profound Stoic rules from Marcus Aurelius that will teach you how to stop fighting reality, let go of what you cannot control, and cultivate an unshakable inner peace that no external storm can destroy. Rule 1. Retreat into your own mind, the sovereign citadel. When life becomes overwhelming, our immediate reaction is to seek escape. We dream of taking a vacation, moving to a new city, switching jobs, or simply hiding away from our responsibilities. We believe that if we can just change our physical environment, our internal noise will magically disappear. Marcus Aurelius identified this common human delusion in Book 4, Chapter 3 of his Meditations. He wrote, "People look for retreats for themselves in the country, by the coast, or in the hill. There is nowhere that a person can find a more peaceful and untroubled retreat than in his own soul, especially if he has within himself those things which, when he looks into them, afford him immediate tranquility. Grant yourself this retreat continually and renew yourself." Consider the depth of what Marcus Aurelius is telling us. Changing your location does not change your mind. If you take a trip to a tropical beach while carrying a chaotic, anxious mind, the anxiety will simply sit on the beach with you. You cannot outrun your internal noise by changing your external scenery. The Stoic concept of the inner citadel teaches us that true peace is not a place in the physical world. It is a state of mind. Your rational mind is a fortress. No external event, no traffic jam, no rude comment, no economic downturn can enter your mind and disturb your peace unless you allow it to. When life gets chaotic, stop trying to run away from your life. Instead, take a deep breath and retreat inward. Spend 5 minutes in quiet self reflection. Examine your thoughts, purge irrational fears, and remind yourself of your core principles. When you build a clean, disciplined, and tranquil inner sanctuary, you can step into any storm on earth while remaining completely composed within. Rule 2. Release the burden of other people's opinion. How much of your daily anxiety comes from caring about what other people think of you? We spend countless hours worrying about whether our colleagues like us, whether our friends respect us, or how strangers on the internet perceive us. We buy things we don't need with money. We don't have to impress people we don't even like. Marcus Aurelius saw this tragic contradiction in human behavior and called it out with razor-sharp clarity. In Book 12, Chapter 4 of the Meditations, he observed, "I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others." Think about how absurd this is. You value your own life, your own well-being, and your own survival above everyone else's. Yet, when it comes to your self-worth, you hand the keys over to complete strangers. You allow a careless remark, a cold glance, or a lack of social validation to ruin your entire day. In Book 4, Chapter 18, Marcus Aurelius adds another vital lesson. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he himself does, that it may be just and holy. If you want true inner peace, you must practice the art of emotional detachment from public opinion. You cannot control what others think, say, or assume about you. Their judgments are shaped by their own insecurities, biases, and bad days. Expecting everyone to understand or approve of you is a recipe for endless misery. Focus solely on your own character, your own integrity, and your own actions. When your conscience is clear and your actions are virtuous, the opinions of others become entirely irrelevant. Rule 3. Stop resisting the flow of nature. Amor, Fati. Much of our suffering does not come from events themselves, but from our fierce resistance to reality. When plans get ruined, when rain falls on an outdoor event, or when unexpected obstacles disrupt our work, we get angry and frustrated. We waste precious energy shouting at the universe, asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Marcus Aurelius understood that nature and fate operate according to universal laws beyond human control. Fighting against what has already happened is as foolish as fighting the sunrise or the tide. In Book 7, Chapter 54, he writes, "Everywhere and at all times it is in thy power piously to acquiesce in thy present condition, and to treat justly the men who are present with thee, and to examine carefully every impression." And in his most famous passage on adversity, Book 5, Chapter 20, he states, "The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the famous Stoic mindset, later termed Amor, Fati. Not merely tolerating your fate, but actively embracing it. When an unexpected obstacle hits you, do not treat it as a disaster. Treat it as raw material for building your character. An unexpected delay teaches you patience. A betrayal teaches you discernment. A failure teaches you resilience. Stop demanding that reality conform to your wishes. Instead, adapt your wishes to match reality. When you stop fighting the flow of life and start using every obstacle as fuel for growth, nothing can break your inner peace. Rule 4. Shrink your world to the present instant. Human beings possess a unique gift that is also our greatest curse: the ability to live in the past and the future. We carry heavy sacks of past regrets, past mistakes, and past hurts everywhere we go. At the same time, we project our minds into an uncertain future, catastrophizing scenarios that haven't happened and likely never will. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily to break this destructive habit. In Book 8, Chapter 36, he instructed himself, "Do not disturb yourself by thinking of your whole life at once. Do not let your thoughts encompass all the troubles that might come upon you. Recall the present situation and ask, why is this burden unbearable and unbearable to be borne? You will be ashamed to confess." And in Book 3, Chapter 10, he wrote, "Remember that man lives only in the present, in this fleeting instant. All the rest of his life is either past and gone or belongs to an uncertain future. You cannot change yesterday. It is a ghost. You cannot live in tomorrow. It is a phantom." The only moment where you have any power, any choice, and any peace is right now. This exact breath, this exact second. When you feel overwhelmed by the vast weight of your future, shrink your perspective. Ask yourself, can I handle this exact moment right now? The answer is almost always yes. Take life 1 hour at a time, one task at a time, one breath at a time. When you anchor your awareness firmly in the present instant, the crushing weight of the world vanishes. Conclusion: the sovereign citadel of calm. Inner peace is not something you find by escaping from the world. It is something you build within yourself by mastering your own mind. Let us review the 4 Stoic rules of Marcus Aurelius for cultivating lasting peace and letting go. First, retreat into your own mind. Recognize that your soul is your sovereign citadel, and true tranquility is found inward, not in changing your physical surroundings. Second, release the burden of other people's opinions. Stop valuing strangers' judgments over your own self-worth, and focus exclusively on your own integrity and virtue. Third, stop resisting the flow of nature. Embrace Amor, Fati. Convert every obstacle into fuel for growth and stop fighting reality. Fourth, shrink your world to the present instant. Let go of past regrets and future anxieties and focus all your energy on mastering the present moment. Apply these rules daily, and you will construct a fortress of calm that no storm in life can ever destroy. Thank you for watching Stoic Mind. If this video brought peace and clarity to your life, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs strength today. Stay grounded, stay wise, and master your mind.